Greetings, travelers. My name is InfernoDrake. First and foremost, I'm an artist, and I just wanted to talk about my art. I feel like I'm still hiding from the world. I've been trying to post every day, but I don't know. I haven't really shown you the real me. This is the real me. If you're watching this video, thanks for watching. I wanted to talk about my disco swords. It all started with the legend of Damocles. He was judging the king for doing a bad job, a very tyrannical king. And the king decided to teach him a lesson, so he sat him down on his throne and placed a sword above his head. And obviously, Damocles didn't like that. The king was like, yeah, that's how it feels to be the king. There's just always a blade waiting to fall down on your neck. And so, lesson learned, blah, blah, blah. Well, how does that refer back to the disco sword? I'll tell you. Oh, I roller skate all the time. I'm around disco balls all the time. So I just had this idea of a little comic strip that I wrote where Damocles comes onto the floor and he's dancing and he looks up and sees the disco ball and it's a disco sword. And so then he dances nervously. And then that's the comic. That's literally the inception of the disco sword. I had that idea like more than 2 years ago, okay? And it wasn't until Christmas of 2024 where I made the first one. I made the decision to make this guy. This is the very first one. This is Disco Damocles, the original disco sword. And what a journey it's been since then. I've been making countless swords. Countless. Actually, I counted them. I'm on number 15. Numbers 1 through 14 are for me. They're mine. I wanted to practice. I wanted to make sure I was doing a good job. I didn't want to make something of poor quality for someone else. That just doesn't make sense. Why would I want to do that? I have ethics, I guess. Whatever. Over the course of the last 9 months now, I've just been perfecting the craft. I've been making sword after sword after sword in pursuit of the confidence to do commissions for anybody that might want one, because I want you to want one. One, it'll fill my pockets, sure, but two, I think they're really cool. I just think everybody should have one. So first of all, we have Disco Damocles. He's a pretty cool guy. However, it isn't exactly what I envisioned. It's cool, but it's a little smaller than I was expecting. Also, since this is the first one never comes out quite right. And if you must know, it is 3D printed under there. Here's what it looks like pretty much underneath. It's weapon Legos. I 3D modeled each individual piece, 3D printed them myself because I have a bunch. I have 2 printers. Here they are, you know? So this is a dagger. I also make daggers. I made 3 daggers. This is the 4th one. This one's gonna be red and gold. And I'm making it for my buddy's birthday. Happy birthday, Eli. I've made 2 masks. 3 masks now. The 3rd one was a commission. And like I said, the 15th one is a commission as well. Look at this. I'm still in the process of tiling it out. But this is a sword a lovely guy commissioned for his boyfriend. And so I've named this one Obsidian Kiss, because he wanted a black sword with silver tile. Love it. Very cool. As I was saying, it's been a process, right? So, Disco Damocles turned into Disco Inferno, because I'm InfernoDrake. It would only make sense to want a fully red blade. And I changed the 3D model just a tidge. So you'll notice this one's thicker, this one's thinner, but this one's pointier. But I kept the same guard size. So overall, very similar design, just slightly different. But neither of them they weren't exactly what I wanted them to be. And so again, we reiterate the design. I make another one, I 3D model it, I print it, I tile it, and it's a good shape. It's this shape. This is the 4th blade I made. This is Bryburn. They all have names, because why wouldn't they, right? You gotta have lore, you gotta have a reason to make art. Now, I wanted a reason to make art, and so I gave them names and lore. This is the sword that was resting inside of me that I used to cut through my artistic block and my burnout. Because I've been working at a restaurant, and if I'm being honest, I hate that. So I quit my job to pursue this art thing, and I just recently got these last 2 commissions, and that's just proof in the pudding, you know? I'm doing the damn thing. So, Brightburn, lovely shape. Here's what it looks like all naked. So under this, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces. Now, not all the disco guards have these holes. Holes allow for customization. Not all of them have this. Only one sword has this, like, disco cross guard, but it allows for a whole bunch of customization. I've made a mace that has these spikes all over, so that thing looks cool. I've made about 24 disco tiled things and approximately 20 weapons. 20 weapons in my Disco Inferno armory, which is what I'm calling it. I'm gonna keep going, but we've got a whole bunch of them. Disco Damocles, Disco Inferno, All Sparkle, Brightburn, Red Line, Ebony Glow, Emerald Eminence, Demonia, which is a reference to gargoyles, Queen's Executor, Red Tooth, Blue Claw, La Dorada, the golden one. This one is one of the best ones I've made so far. Really love this one. See the twin to Brightburn, yeah? All silver, all gold. They are related. They're all related. It's all a family affair, yeah? Well, they're not sleeping with each other, but you get what I'm saying. We continue. That was La Dorada. You've heard of El Dorado? That's La Dorada, the golden one. Then we have Violets, Geminite, and then that commission, which is Obsidian Kiss. I've also made about 4 daggers. It's been really neat. It's been an experience. I'm gonna keep going, like I said. Please, if you want one, reach out. I'd love to make one. I want these in everybody's hands. They're not even that pricey. All of the ones I've already made, again, are for me. They're going on a disco sword chandelier that spins, and that's my main goal with that. But Drake, what is your main goal overall? To fucking do cool shit, man. I feel like I'm gonna do cool stuff, and I want you to come along with me. I want you to see the cool shit I'm gonna do, because I'm not stopping here. It's gonna be a fun ride. I've got a whole bunch of projects lined up. I got a disco skeleton in mind. I want to make the disco Scooby-Doo Skull Island disco ball. I've got a skull about this big. I've got a disco suit in mind. I've made a disco tie. I've got this baseball bat that I'm gonna disco ball. You know, whatever. I also have a whole bunch of cosplay things that I want to make. But main thing is, I want you to join me on my journey. So, love ya.